What is the Matrix? Control.
Look, man, ever since I was a young boy, this Walmart has been closed. This used to be a Walmart. Now I'm turning 32 in a couple of months. This Walmart is still closed. It's been closed for damn near 20 years. I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. All right, why leave a place closed for so long? Why not tear it down? Why not build a new business? Now look, this building is closed, but from every now and then, you'll see trucks pull up right here. Watch this. Every now and then, you'll see 18-wheelers pull up right there. If this place is closed, why the f are you trucks coming here? If the police ever come to your house and tell you to get in the bus with them, it's a state of emergency. Do not get in the bus with them. This Walmart has been closed for near 20 years. Why not rebuild something? Why not tear it down? Closed Walmarts are going to be used for holding facilities. Sam Walton, the co-founder of Walmart, was a former U.S. Naval intelligence officer. He was over the internment camps over the Japanese. And Walmart is merged with biometrics companies, man. They doing facial recognition. Every time you walk in the Walmart store, you're being logged in the system. This Walmart has been closed for damn near 20 years, man. I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. Why not tear it down? Why not rebuild something?
Here we are at the Walmart. You can see the portholes. For one day will be a FEMA camp. It's pretty obvious the way this is designed. It's right by a railroad tracks. I'll show you in a second. I'll show you the railroad tracks, but from what I've been reading online, but look at this. Tower, portholes, railroad tracks, right there.
And then as you can see, like, there's cement right there. So any artillery that comes through here, through the railroad tracks, can come through here. They just pour cement down or rocks, and then the artillery will come through here. And you see all those little portholes over there? Like right there, there, and then you see that little contraption area right there.
I'm out on a bike ride with my daughter. I'm in North Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm at Craig Ranch Regional Park. And I just happened to be rolling by, and my daughter says, "What's this?" So I see some guys with orangish red helmets on setting up something that looks like, you know, some Boy Scout stuff. As I get closer, I see the decal on one of the containers, and it says FEMA. So my question is, why is FEMA setting up an emergency camp, or practicing for setting up an emergency camp?
All right, so here we are at the Albany, California Target. Does this look like a department store to you? Oh, look at this, look at this. Only windows are in the front. You go around the side, it's just all iron. Giant slabs of metal. Look at this fence. Is this for the garden center? What is this fence? I don't know what are they trying to keep out of here? Look at this fence. What the? This is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Look at this. This is not a department store. There's no windows. Look at the side. Look at the side here. It's just like the whole way. Just look at this. Look at this. And then here's the train tracks right here. Train tracks right here. Train tracks. Targets. What is this cage for?
The train tracks right next to Walmart. Your future FEMA camp. Barbed wire on the roof. Doors labeled. See what else we can find. Going around to the garden center. barbed wire all over the roof. Doors are numbered right next to the railroad track. All HVAC units.
Mom!
What? Okay. Area under video and alarm surveillance.
Got the windows taped up.
Barbed wire all over here too. Why would there be barbed wire on David's bridle? Same signs on there. All HVAC units are protected by an electronic security system. Here's the garden center. So it has like a secondary fence here. I don't know that other Walmarts have that or what they're keeping out. But there's like, I don't know if y'all could see, there's that, where's my finger? Okay. That gap right there in that door, those are doors on that wall. But that's supposed to be like a greenhouse, and it looks like how they have it set up, it looks like something else. And why is this door here? What's this for? Ooh, that bird scared me. Why is this door like this? Huh? What are y'all keeping out or in? The camp right next to the train tracks.
This is so weird. We've been sitting here for 15 minutes and watching this, nothing but tanks, war tanks. Whoa. This is 16, 17, 18 seconds, and we have seen more than 20 on there.
Alright guys, here's Walmart here. I gotta do this quick before security catches me out here. So there's the Walmart, right? So we're back over here in this kind of an empty field. And you'll see how it's kind of looks like there would be what looks like a huge tunnel. See this field? I really don't want to get caught here by security. But if you look, it's just weird how it extends to this land over here. Like, looks like something was dug out, just filled it back over with dirt at one point. So, are there tunnels under Walmart? Absolutely.
The red arrows actually follow along the path where I believe would be the tunnel, and where I was at shooting video earlier. You can see the parking lot looks to have new asphalt extended right over the top of what looks to be the tunnels.
Just recently, this black fence has popped up on the other side of the train. You can see these sort of train cars or storage units, but they look like, I don't know, like train tops, if you ask me. Looks like a mobile command.
Jeez Louise. Look at that. Cannons.
Biggest helicopter I have ever seen. I have never seen so many Walmart trucks in one spot.
Looking over here at this closed Walmart at Pico Rivera, California. That looks like porta potties. I'm gonna look inside and see what they look like. Look like FEMA trailer porta potties. Mission Valley Sanitation. Reminds me of stuff I saw in Iraq. Yep, FEMA style stuff. Over here you see what appears to be NASA on one of their bins. Maybe that's a garbage company or something, but that's pretty strange looking. All the outside is closed off. You can't see inside. I walked up to the front and it's all black trash bagged, blacked out. There's some of the, obviously a security camera right there. They're keeping watch on their store, their permanently closed store.
This is Walmart Pico Rivera. Just want you to see. You can see in there completely empty. Completely empty in there. Those are the cash registers and nothing behind there. Absolutely empty. I don't know what's going on in there, but it's completely empty. That whole place is empty.
Hello, I make this video not a happy man. I'm at the neighborhood Walmart in San Jose, California. And this is what it has become. I did not want to believe it, but it's happening. Does this look like your friendly neighborhood Walmart to you? No. Anyone who knows anything about jail or anything about that knows what this is. That is a holding area. Oh, I'm not allowed to go past this line actually, because the security guard told me if I do, it links up to the San Jose Police Department and they will come here and arrest me. That's kind of weird for a Walmart that's not in use anymore. So let's go take a look at what they did to this neighborhood Walmart. And the way it's set up too is perfect. Look at, they got a security, why would you have a security camera right here? Why is this needed? What? This obviously looks like some sort of an entrance that they're gonna have you coming in and out of. I mean, come on. Oh God, just come on. Look at this. So as you see, this is the parking lot. This is where we're going to be busting you in. It's right off the 101.
Hello YouTube community. I'd like to show you this. I found that it has a license plate for Arkansas, and as you can see, this is a Walmart disaster response team. This pretty much confirms that this is going to be a FEMA camp.
Hi, I'm Janet Napolitano, Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security begins with hometown security. That's why I'm pleased that Walmart is helping to make our communities more safe and secure. If you see something suspicious in the parking lot or in the store, say something immediately. Report suspicious activity to your local police or sheriff. If you need help, ask a Walmart manager.
Walmart has struck a deal with the U.S. government, hiring 130,000 reserve, active duty, and veterans in the United States over the past 3 years. A massive force of highly trained and skilled soldiers. It's an odd fact, because recently they just fired thousands of regular workers and closed 269 stores because of financial problems.
Reporting from the Springdale Walmart, or the closed down Walmart in Ohio. I want people to notice I'm on the back side of the compound, and this wire runs a lot farther than just the old Walmart. It wraps all the way up around David's Bridal. That part, that peak right there coming up right in the center in the front of the building, that's David's Bridal. It wraps all the way down and around all this. As you can see, it goes over to the other building and all the way down the building. Now, down here to the right, out of frame, hiding in the bushes, is a cop.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in reluctant opposition to the National Defense Authorization Act of 2012, which we'll be voting on today. The bill does include provisions that are vital to our national defense, but it also includes provisions that present a false choice between our safety and our values. Section 1021 would authorize the indefinite military detention of all terrorism suspects, allowing the United States to detain an individual, some of whom may be innocent, without charge or trial, to detain an individual, some of whom may be innocent, without charge or trial, to detain an individual, some of whom may be innocent, without charge or trial, during this endless war on terrorism, undermines our most defining principles as a nation of individual freedom and justice
for all. And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign.
That's probably what it was. They've been on the ground and already. That's pretty crazy. And they got more over here. Oh yeah, they're excavating more, huh? They're fixing to make a. But that's crazy. Look, they already got a bunch of them in the ground already. They're all numbered, huh? But these are kind of smaller than the other ones. Oh, dude. Looks like they got a bunch of them. Look, they're all that. All of it, huh? You're filming it? Yeah. It's all on film right here. Yeah, get that.
The top trending video on the platform yesterday falsely accused survivor David Hogg of being a crisis actor. That video was viewed more than 200,000 times before it was taken down.
When a lifeguard asked him to move it, he did. But then the situation took a turn.
He said, I didn't know it was a crime to put your board on the trash can. Like, because he just didn't want it to get...
Because we had a fire alarm earlier that day, and that was a drill. So we thought this was a drill too, just another one. Because we have a lot of fire alarms, a lot of fire drills at the school. After we heard the first gunshot, we initially thought it was a drill. Actually, that was a bad choice.
It's okay, you're fine.
Actually, that was a bad choice because the janitor... Sorry.
It's okay. You're fine, David. You're fine.
Honestly, when I was going out, I was kind of... When I was going out, I was in shock.
I don't know how to put this in perspective.
So most of my friends that made it out, one of them went into a bathroom in the same, I believe in the same hallway as the shooter. Hold on. One of them went into the same bathroom, I believe, as the hallway shooter. He was in there at the same time, and he was in the bathroom, and he didn't know if he was going to live.
In response to President Trump, I would say this. In response to your most recent tweet, where you said that the Democrats had not been able to get anything done when they controlled the House and the... I was in my environmental science class when the first gunshot echoed through the hallways. We never had an active shooter drill at my school. And though we did talk about what to do in this type of situation, nothing could have. People are going to keep saying, oh, this is just another shooting. It's never going to happen to me. But what happens is when you don't take action, things like this eventually will happen to you. And that's not acceptable. And that's why I call on people to stand up, talk to their congressman, talk to people, and don't stop fighting, because children was a drill. And I think many of us did that.
A lot of you did, didn't you?
Yes, because we had heard things said that we were possibly going to have a code red drill, which is an active shooter drill. And because of that, we still thought it was a drill until we started. Initially thought it was a drill, but it turned out to be anything but. After we heard the first gunshot, we started heading down the way because the person that was shooting up the school pulled the fire alarm to get more soft targets, and so we started heading towards our designated zone for the fire.
The mystery surrounding the alleged assault of Empire actor Jussie Smollett is growing. Last night, police released 2 men who had been detained for questioning earlier in the week. Carter Evans now has more on the unanswered questions that remain.
The 2 Nigerian brothers arrested in connection with the assault on Empire actor Jussie Smollett are no longer suspects. They're now cooperating with police. A source close to the investigation confirms to CBS News the brothers told detectives Smollett paid them to participate in the alleged attack on January 29th, and that they purchased a rope found around Smollett's neck at a nearby hardware store. The source says detectives have evidence to corroborate the sale, something the men's attorney alluded to Friday night.
New evidence that was brought to their attention. Obviously, I had it. Obviously, my clients had it.
Police say the 2 men identified as Ola and Abel Osundairo were captured on surveillance video when Smollett said he was attacked.
There's any justice.
Ola Osundairo is connected to Smollett through the hit show Empire, where he played a prisoner in season 2. Both brothers apparently left Chicago for Nigeria on the day of the alleged attack and were detained when they returned this past Wednesday. Chicago detectives tore through an apartment looking for clues, and evidence log shows they found ropes, masks, and bleach. Chicago police released the brothers Friday night without charges. A spokesman says detectives have additional investigative work to complete.
He said, "This MAGA country punches me right in the face."
In a recent interview, Smollett said he was sure the men in the photo were his attackers.
I think that what people need to hear is just the truth.
Mr. Zuckerberg, if you've messaged anybody this week, would you share with us the names of the people you've messaged?
Senator, no, I would probably not choose to do that publicly here.
I think that may be what this is all about. Your right to privacy, the limits of your right to privacy, and how much you give away in modern America in the name of, quote, connecting people around the world.
Tonight here, a warning about Facebook and what some believe it's doing to kids. The warning comes from 2 of the company's earliest executives.
We kind of knew something bad could happen.
Chamath Palihapitiya, a former Facebook executive once in charge of user growth, now says he has tremendous guilt about the social network he helped build.
We have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works.
Former Facebook president Sean Parker recently said the initial goal was to get people hooked.
You're exploiting a vulnerability in human psychology. The inventors, creators understood this consciously, and we did it anyway.
People need to hard break from some of these tools and the things that you rely on. The short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops that we have created are destroying how society works. No civil discourse, no cooperation, misinformation, mistruth. Bad actors can now manipulate large swaths of people to do anything you want.
We know that Google is tracking us. We agree to it when we set up our phones. So we wanted to figure out what exactly Google is learning about us throughout the day. So here's what we're going to do. We have two identical phones. The only difference between these two phones is this one is in airplane mode. Both of the phones lack a SIM card, and they haven't been set up to access any Wi-Fi networks. So for all intents and purposes, these phones have no connection to a data network. We're going to keep them with us throughout the day. And while I travel around DC, we're going to figure out just what Google is finding out about me. Our tour around town was a 14-mile journey that lasted more than an hour. The entire time, the phones had no access to the internet. Oh my goodness. Not a Wi-Fi connection and not any cellular data service. It almost seemed quaint to assume that Google wouldn't even be able to collect data on me. Both of our phones, exactly how we left with them. So let's find out what they know. This is our man-in-the-middle device. It's basically a Wi-Fi network that these phones are going to connect to once we turn their Wi-Fi on. It's going to pass data through it on the way to Google, but on the way, we're actually going to get a copy of the same data that Google's going to get. We'll be able to decrypt it and then find out where we've been throughout the day. Within minutes, the numbers rolled in. The phone that wasn't on airplane mode registered more than 100 locations, 130 activities, and even 152 barometric readings. As soon as it hooked up to our Wi-Fi, it transmitted 300 kilobytes of data straight to Google. The phone even logged our exact locations, tracking us all around town, the Capitol, the hospital, the school, and the cathedral. Now you may notice what's missing here is the exact route that we took, but it got that data too. It knows when I got out of the car. The metadata has a time log down to the very second, tracking everything when they think that you're walking, riding, and yes, even getting out of the car. Okay, so you're thinking, this isn't a big deal. I'll just put my phone in airplane mode. Yeah, we thought of that too. This is the other phone that we had with us that no SIM card also remained in airplane mode the entire time. Let's see what kind of data it captured. The phone with airplane mode activated actually logged more locations and activities than the other phone, and it also transferred hundreds of kilobytes of data to Google as soon as it was activated. The only thing that's missing from this map is our stop at the Children's Hospital, but it still knows we were there. There it is. Exiting vehicle, 100% accuracy. Through complicated user agreements and free software, Google gets users to sign away their privacy for nothing.
The fallout is already hurting Facebook. A billionaire tech entrepreneur Elon Musk deleted his personal page and those for his SpaceX and Tesla car ventures. WikiLeaks editor Julian Assange has also lashed out at the social network on Twitter. Others are rushing to do the same too, with the hashtag #DeleteFacebook.
I'm going to be signing a national emergency. And it's been signed many times before. It's been signed by other presidents. There's rarely been a problem. They sign it, nobody cares.
A bomb is a terrible thing to waste.
I'll keep you safe.
I want a lawyer. Those days are gone.
Baby brother,
You gotta pick a side.
Hello, Gabriel.
I want a lawyer. You and I both know those days are gone. You have a choice to make. Work for me. Or line up like your father.
Turn around!
We don't have much time.
Before first contact, we were fighting amongst ourselves. We needed the legislators to show us a better way.
They're protecting us from anarchy.
Tell our friends down below they got our full operational support.
Harmony, peace. It's a lie. They're gonna take everything. What do you want me to do? As long as we fight back, we got a chance.
Big money, playboy, your time's up.
We're facing a full-blown insurgency known as Phoenix.
Put your hand up.
The networks communicate. They're planning something big.
Made you look.
The team goes tonight. You ready? No one gets taken alive.
Hello, Gabriel. You have a job to do.
I've got a plan.
I have faith in you.
Light a match. Ignite a war.
I can take the risk. Get back to the way that things used to be.
It's like I said, those days are gone.